Hello everybody, and welcome. I am Infrit, and I want to thank you for joining me on yet another adventure into Hogwarts Legacy here. If you remember last time, we had the whole sequence of the Deathly Hallows and everything like that. We are now looking for Lodgok down here in the mines. And yeah, this is actually kind of one of my favorite aesthetics, like all the steampunk and everything like that. Like, I think it's really freaking neat. We had the rail car, just kind of like Gringotts, that got us here. But yeah, if I remember right, there's two different paths and everything that we can take. Maybe there is just the one. Yeah, there is just the one, because I don't... Okay, we could go ahead and take the rail car again. We're not going to do that. Pretty sure that's where we came from. So... But, yeah, had a very, very good day, actually. Like that, it was my first day at a new fucking job. I feel like it went very, very well. Hopefully it continues to go very, very well. And, little update as far as my scheduling for anybody who, might be following along and just can't make it today type of deal. Because of my schedule at work and everything, I am moving things up by a half hour. So, I'll be trying to stream from 7:30 to 11:30 instead. And that way, if, you know, people, you know, do show up and they're having a good time, I can go ahead and choose to go to midnight and give you guys an extra half hour, maybe even an extra hour, you know, depending on how I'm feeling and everything like that, you know. But, it kind of, like, opens up a little bit more and gives me enough time to, you know, get some sleep at the same time, and also scheduling some stuff with the people I'm working with to kind of keep sort of the more administrative stuff out. So lots of changes, but all of them very good. Let us see. Holy crap. Okay, so there's guys below us too. Let's see.
Myself doing this sort of thing forever though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me. Grapple, you are.
Walls. It's just legitimately. Wait, what's that? Bob fell over. What are you doing, Bob? Love it. Oh, and there's a boss enemy down there. Damn it. One moment. I got an alarm going off on my phone, which happens to be out of reach. 1 second. I really need to learn to shut my freaking alarms off, for sure. Alright, let's see. Now the question is, where the hell do I want to go now? Because down there's the objective, so it would stand to reason that up here is not the objective. It's like the golden rule. I don't know if it's of gamers or just with people with ADHD, but you always have to go where the game doesn't want you to go first. Which is very problematic, because, I mean, not in this game, but in a lot of games, this is how you end up in those, like, higher level, like, areas, and, like, legitimately you can't, like, do anything because you're getting your ass kicked, but, like... Probably that fucking ogre. The ogre's the boss. Aye, aye. No problem. I have no problem being that relaxing, like, voice in the back of your head, geek. Not one problem at all. Is this a flipendo thing? Kinda.
Revelio.
Also lurking. Damn it, all of you people freaking lurking. You ever get that weird feeling like you're being watched? Alright, let's see. Okay, okay, that's gonna dump us right in the middle of shit we really don't want any fucking part of being in, so we're gonna come back, climb that ladder that we jumped down here. Right there it is. We're gonna kind of see, because there was that extra path that we could take too. So we're gonna go ahead, take that extra path. See where that other one leads. We already checked up the stairs, we checked over here, but there's the thing that we can use the crate with Accio and well shit, there's also over here too, is there not? I think this leads us down too, don't it? Yeah, that leads us way down actually, so we're gonna leave that as well. Well, we can go ahead and light that fire. Yep, that brings up that to get us down there. See, now I don't know, because like maybe there's two paths down there, because like holy shit, we just went surfing for a minute there. That was a little, that was kind of neat, that like, because I know some games they do have a mechanic like that where it's essentially like coyote time so you don't fall off of the ledge, but I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Like, did you fucking see that? He fucking like was riding the damn thing for a split second. And that wasn't even fucking me. I didn't touch anything. He just like freaking, our character just did that out of his own accord. Think we need to be worried? Like our Hogwarts character is becoming sentient. Can I complain about the fact that the only really big enemy in the game isn't the final boss like a bigger enemy? And then we also had yesterday we had the whole Deathly Hallows thing. Like there was the fucking big one too. Like we literally beat death in that like animation. Like that was the whole thing. I'm pretty sure like most people have seen the movies. Like if you're not aware of the Deathly Hallows, like the whole legend is essentially them beating death. Right, so you have the Resurrection Stone, you've got the again. Yeah, it's pretty much those are like, you know, I mean I kind of agree with you. I would love to like have seen more diversity across like the creatures and everything, but hey, it's still a fun game. Like, I don't think you necessarily play this game for the combat. I think you play it for just like, you get to be at Hogwarts, you know. Like, I wish it was like a legitimate like role-playing game where you like you're not like some special fucking hero, you know. Like you could just be a student living day to day at fucking Hogwarts. I think that would be really fucking neat for a game. Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that well, I mean, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this came out around the same time of say like if not, it was in the same like mindset anyway of like say Mass Effect Andromeda and Dragon Age Inquisition, where like these Rage 2 actually, fucking Rage 2 is like a fucking like heartbreaking thing, but these open world games where they just have to throw so many random fucking things at you for the sake of content. Like I think it could have done I would have removed all the fucking Merlin trials, right? And I would have thrown in like actually interacting with the class, right? Like not just these assignments where you're out in the world, but like, you know, you are actually learning something that, like, you know, is really, like, fucking cool about the Hogwarts universe. Which I get they have the Hogwarts pages and everything like that, but, like, I don't know. The whole thing is you're at Hogwarts, like, learning stuff. And then, like, the classes, it just kind of skips you through the classes, in a way. And it's just like, okay, so, like, you're expected to, like, pay attention to the rest of the game. It just sets the it sets the tone up kind of wrong right from the beginning. At least in my opinion it does. Like, yeah, you can 100% like pay attention to it, but you know, for somebody who has ADHD like me, you know, it's really hard to actually, like, you know, there needs to be a sign that, like, they expect you to. And when you go ahead and you take the classes and you make those, like, a very, like, minor thing, you know, it kind of ruins that for you. Let's see. We're gonna try to sneak up on. Haha! And I know there's an argument to be had where it's just like, oh, well, you should be paying attention. It's not that easy. That's like telling a person with depression, like, just be happy. Like, that doesn't just happen. Oh, fuck. Oh. We need you. Smack. I blame Genshin. People think they need to just fill the world with clunk to keep. Yeah, like, that's honest to God, like, a big problem with games nowadays is, like, there's so much filler you miss, like, when you actually had to pay attention to a story, you know? Like, going through, like, say, like, Final Fantasy X, like, because there was effort done, like, you know, to the story and everything like that, it was like, okay, like, I was fully, like, involved in that. I knew everything about everything I could in that game, because I felt like it was all so important, you know? And I think it's where, like, you know, they're really, like, riding off of the back that, like, of people's passions when it comes to this game, I feel. And, like, yes, like, am I, you know, do I like Harry Potter and everything like that? 100%, but, like, it really breaks my heart because, like, they skip really awesome stuff. Like, I think if they would have put, Quidditch in here, Quidditch would have been, like, amazing to kind of, like, you know, keep people interested in the world. Like, you can't just have them interested in combat. You can't just have them interested in puzzles. Like, it all has to tie into world building, and when it doesn't, you get disjointed. You know, there's a saying out there that, like, if you can only write a book that only one audience can enjoy, you're probably a bad writer. And, like, it's not a bad game when it comes, like, the combat and everything like that. It's just, I really wish that, like, it was easier to, like, stay involved with everything. And I get that, like, if you're sitting here alone and playing, it's probably a hell of a lot fucking easier, but, like, let's see, events were, yeah, like, I would have liked more events in this. Because, like, when you add all of those puzzles, right, it's no longer, like, you're not interested in the puzzle anymore. Especially, like, the Merlin trials. Like, all you're watching is, like, the number tick up. That's all you're really interested in, you know, is the number ticking up. You know, and then, like, passively, it's like, oh, yeah, like, you know, more inventory space. Cool. Like, what does the Merlin trials have to do with increasing how much you can carry? Absolutely nothing. It's, like, completely disjointed.
Petrificus totalis.
Okay. I don't know what he just
Revelio.
cast Petrificus on, but okay. But yeah, like it's one of the like I don't know. Now that I kind of like have all of the stuff for it, like I don't really even need to use any of the purple stuff because like I can break a shield with my transfiguration, and then literally I've got an AoE to just freely cast, and then all my other stuff AoE, 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 and it's all damaging stuff. And if you remember, all of our gear is set to increase all of our damage dealing spells. So yeah, we are straight up just walking in and blowing away like tons of people. But I do feel they should have done something to increase the difficulty of stuff, because you gotta realize, like, you're a student, okay? You're not Harry Potter. Like, you are just supposed to be like this regular student, and yes, you have access to like the ancient magic and everything. But like, if you didn't use the ancient magic, you would still be completely just cutting through everything. Like, I think I used the ancient magic like one time, say for like whipping a box at somebody, but I don't think that's ancient magic. That and like we had one boss there, and we literally just snuck up on him and, you know, boop.
Revelio.
There it is.
Accio.
Like, I wish the bosses felt like bosses. Like, you've got, so far, really, like, yeah, so, like, we face down death with, like, you know, a preset, like, thing of spells in, the Deathly Hallows animation. Which, yeah, it's cool, it's neat, you know. What else? There's the statues, like, in every trial that we do, but it's just like, okay, like, you added an attack, like, cool beans, you know. But, like, what, like, major boss like has kind of come up? The Arachia Mantulas, like, yeah, cool, like, you know, when you fought the first one it was like ooh ah, but like I think they need more diversity. And I know that they like put patches in, and I know that they're supposed to be coming out with like an update that's supposed to add like 11 hours of content, but god, why can't you like fly and like, you know, I don't know, maybe try to, I don't know, outrun a dragon? Why aren't dragons a thing you can do like more stuff with? Like, you return the egg to the one, yeah.
Revelio.
Another drill is
Dude, honestly, at this point, I would kill to have a part of the game where I struggled at. I was watching a review of the game,
I can end this right now.
Devil Survivor,
I
and
have
at
to
some point the
destroy
guy
drill
making the
and
game
stop
harder
Roanoke's
doesn't.
loyalists.
Yeah, 100%, and that's what I feel like. I am using these spells here. Well, now I use Bombarda, and this. And I literally just, like, you know, pretty much said, it's like, yeah, I don't have a need to use, like, anything else, really. Like, this gives me an AoE, essentially, and gets through a yellow shield. So, like, you know, these, yeah, they increase damage, but why? You know, I'm doing enough damage, you know, like, I mean, we made kind of a broken character, it's what we made the build to do, and I get it, like, you know, it's just kind of like a Souls game, you know. Well, I mean, we're kind of, like, trying to roleplay being a good guy. I love how actually I sat there and I was just like, oh yeah, like, you know, we justified learning them because we were going to go ahead and use them in the right way, and then we still decided, hey, we're not going to use them at all. But, you know, welcome to my brain. But yeah, and I mean, it is my fault, like, because, I mean, I did collect stuff, you know, to the point where, like, I mean, I have got to really not be paying attention to, like, well, I mean, they have long cooldown time, but yeah, being able to outright just delete an enemy, like,
Potato. Flipendo. Bombarda. Incendio. Rest easy, my large friend. Revelio.
let's see, collapse the pillars to destroy the drill.
Defendo. Bombarda.
There it goes. I was just waiting for the cooldown.
Revelio. I have to find.
Yeah, like I said, you know, they didn't make it to be hard, but
Bombarda.
I don't know, it just feels like it does what it's intended to do. I'm not saying that it's not doing what it intended to do, but they could have made it where, like, it pulls you into the world more. And I'm just kind of talking about how they could have kind of done that. Like, they could have maybe made, like, resources a little more scarce, which the vivariums and everything, I know it's, like, all the creativity and everything.
Come to make amends, little brother.
You know, and, like, I mean, you could go with a build. I mean, if I wanted to make, like, an Accio, Levioso, like, Depulso build, I suppose I could do it for the sake of doing it, but, like, I don't know, it just feels like really a lot of these spells are just for puzzles. Like, it's forced. And I think it could just be made smoother, where it's like, okay, like, no, actually, like, legitimately have stuff. Like, I remember playing, one of the older games and everything, you know, and, like, the puzzles felt normal. They didn't feel forced, and it felt like, hey, you needed these spells to, like, actually, like, kind of get along in the world.
Only to use you.
But it's like, what do these spells do? You know, they let you do another puzzle.
To hide their disgust for us.
Or 10.
Exploit us.
Astonishing that our ancestors ever trusted each other.
All this time, looking everywhere for the final repository, searching in vain for Bragg.
Wait, there's an easy difficulty this game.
Wasted my time.
Well, yeah, they don't want to make it too hard. After the cutscene, hold on.
And my little brother knew where it was all along. But now, I don't need you. I don't need any of you. I was bringing it to you. You are a traitor to our kind. No! Avada Kedavra!
Holy fuck, this escalated. Yeah, so we were trying to get the fucking book, and, yeah. That kind of backfired a little bit. Just a little bit.
Poor Lodcock. Dead by his brother's hand. No wonder he tried so hard to reason with him.
Alright, so, like, yeah, it has it, like, it's not even, like, there's a number of tools that, like, developers, well, the difficulty can be like a bad thing too. Like, it's why a lot of games let you change it in the middle of it, because you got to think, if you choose like something too hard and you're like, oh shit, and you can't change it in the middle of the game, you have to go back and restart, or you rise to the challenge type of deal. But no, like, I know, like, it's not supposed to be a hard game or anything like that, and really the difficulty isn't like the main issue I find with it. It's that, like, you have all these collections, you have all these things. Like, save for the Room of Requirement, it's just kind of like, I don't know. And maybe other people like have a different experience, but like for me, like it doesn't feel like it's involving me in the world really. Like I have a special skill and that's why like I'm carried through this adventure, but I don't even necessarily need that skill to like do anything. Like I don't feel like the spells are like really special. I don't feel like it's pulling me into the world. You know, like, I like Poppy and everything like that, and I pay attention to what happens with Poppy. Why? Because I like that character. There's good, like, you know, building. It speaks to me, but there's so much of this game that just doesn't, and it's heartbreaking because I am a Harry Potter fan, believe it or not. Like, I've read the books, I've watched the movies. I can't wait to watch the third one for Magnificent Beasts and everything, but it's just missing something for me. You know, and I'm not saying it's a bad game, it's just, like, for me, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what that is. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, like, you know, I don't know. Like, I want to be immersed. Like, when I was playing, yeah, like, you know, I'm just, you know, giving my, like, you know, kind of rendition of it. Like, you know, take like, Jedi Survivor, for instance. I mean, not Jedi Survivor. My playthrough of, Fallen Order, or, like, you know, my playthrough of Far. Those games, yeah, I was immersed, I was curious about it, I was coming up with, like, hey, what's happening here? Why is this happening? Trying to figure out what's going on with the world and everything like that. And, like, with these, it's, you know, with this, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it sets so many puzzles in front of you that, like, my mind is like, okay, like, I'm just gonna do these puzzles so I can get on to the story, but by the time I'm done with all of the extra filler, and I'm so used to just seeing that number tick up, it's like, that's all there is for me. When I do get to the story, I'm just like, okay, I'm just waiting for my main quest number to tick up now, because I'm so used to just Merlin trial, Merlin trial, Merlin trial, vault, Merlin trial, like,
of course.
well, it's not that. Like, I think that anybody, like, who is a fan of Harry Potter would do that. But like I said, I think they just put in way too much filler.
How about we get started anyway?
I'm ready.
No time.
Yeah, the broader, I can agree with the broader audience comment, as far as it's a game that's not trying to reach a broader audience. Like, I can agree with that one. What do I even fucking want to go for here? If I go for this one, it's gonna be hard to fucking... Like, I have fun with these little, like, mini games and everything. Fuck, way too much. Way too much. Damn.
And there you have it. Yet another opportunity to learn and improve.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, like, you know, I think when I was playing through it before, it was like, you know, I was kind of interested in everything, but again, about halfway through, I just kind of like... I started kind of wondering, like, okay, why am I, like, you know, reading all this? Does this actually pertain to, like, what I'm doing in the here and now? And... Oh, you fucking asshole. Yeah, that ain't happening. Shit.
And there you have it. Yet another opportunity to learn
But,
and improve.
No, like,
Not to worry.
I don't know, I feel like if you have that, like, you know, I want knowledge, I want knowledge, I want knowledge, like, you know, yeah, you're gonna look into it, and if you, you know, I think the Merlin trials, like, if you can go ahead and keep that, like, mental, like, discipline to be like, okay, I'm just doing this to 100% the game, but, like, I want the entries. I want, like, these other things from it. Like, that's where, like, you can really benefit. But I don't know, where you're, like, you know, you want equal parts, like, knowledge. You want to be sucked into the world. You want to be immersed. Like, I think that's where I'm running into an issue with, like, this game in particular, you know.
We all make mistakes.
I think I just fucked myself there. I was seeing if I could get it around that bumper. Obviously, I cannot.
To learn and improve.
Well, I might be able to, like, bang that thing, like, into, like, maybe the 30 range. But if he gets it on that fucking thing again, that's fucking so goddamn staged. Fuck out of here.
And there you have it. Yet another opportunity to learn and improve. Accio.
But no, like, the combat that I had the like most fun in was that one with the 7 rounds, like the actual challenges, like that. I felt like I was like, okay, like, you know, fucking red, yellow, but, you know, fucking like really into it. But I don't know, like I said, it's just, it's not the world that's, like, pulling me in. Damn it.
And there you have it. Yet another opportunity.
Luna
to
Miller
learn
66.
and
Hey, what's up,
improve.
Luna?
Ordinarily, I might consider a tie inconclusive. Today, however, it has allowed me to conclude that you are
Oh, yeah.
quite a talented spellcaster.
We're doing alright. How are you doing? But yeah, anyway, Geek, like, I just feel like if the story, like, you know, they could have changed some things about the story that made it more immersive for people. And I don't know, I think when I originally bought the game, that's really what I was hoping for. I didn't want to put effort into being immersed. You know, I wanted the world to just do that naturally.
Accio.
So fucking staged. Every time. And, like, I know he's a professor, but still. There you go. I do streaming stuff as well. Like, I do all 2D, 3D stuff, and animation stuff. Pretty much, I mean, like, as far as the animation and stuff like that, I'm not too interested. I do have, like, a place, like, if you want to showcase your stuff on my channel, feel free. But, yeah, like I said, in, our Discord channel, we do have a place for you to showcase this up, but me personally, you know, I'm more or less, like, you know, how I use, like, 3D art and everything like that is if somebody comes to me, it's like, hey, like, I just want a way to show my art off, like, I'll use some of your stuff, but, yeah, as far as, like, you know, paying for anything, I'm not too interested, man. However, thank you, and if you do want to make use of, say, like, our art gallery to, you know, maybe attempt to get more, like, exposure for your stuff, you know, feel free. Let's see, I mean, like I said, to each their own. Your concern is valid, but for me, I really felt like the game and the story had me immersed. Yeah, 100% Geek, like, it's intimidating how much fucking shit you know about Harry Potter. Like, massively. You know, and I think that actually is another reason why I like the fact that, like, I have, like, somebody like you in here, where it's just like, you know, if there's a major thing and I completely, like, missed it, you know, because there are parts where you've told me, it's like, oh, hey, yeah, like, you know, if you were, you know, if you had read this, like, here's where that's located, that was actually in here, but, you know,
I had a good teacher.
A flatterer.
I'm gonna be real humble about this.
Although I dare say it's not unwarranted. I shall accept the compliment humbly. As the new Summoner's Court champion, you have earned a token of recognition. Do not let it go to your head.
Yeah, like, I appreciate the offer, Luna, but, yeah, unfortunately we are not a paid channel yet. That's the goal, but we're not there yet. Let's see, what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah, as far as what you know about all of this, Geek, like, I appreciate you sharing, like, all of your knowledge and everything like that. Like, it has actually added to this game, like, quite a lot. And it's cool to kind of, like, hear about all that, everything, especially the shit that I fucking missed, but, you know, I just feel like, you know, I'm not alone in that one, you know, like, if I'm going through it, then other people, like, can't have gone through it either, you know, well, it can't be, like, impossible for people to have gone through it type of deal, you know? It's just, like, I might be completely immersed in the Avatar game, and, like, other people might not care about it at all. So you're 100% right about, like, to each their own. And it's really neat to go ahead and kind of, like, hear all of this stuff, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, as far as doing, like, a Let's Play and just kind of giving my honest-to-God thoughts about it, you know, I feel like that, you know, is kind of something that needs to be kind of stated. Is like, it is possible to go ahead and just kind of, like, lose the story because you're so used to this mind-numbing, like, puzzle stuff. And it's not like, you know, Harry Potter's the only game that does that. You know, it happened to me in Dragon Age. It happens to me in a lot of games that, like, you know, there's just this mindless filler. And I think it's something that needs to be addressed as far as, like, you know, game developers and the gaming community as a whole. Because, I mean, isn't, you know, I'm pretty sure if you, you know, really look into it, you know, it kind of coincides with lazy story writing. Or at the very least, it coincides with sort of a lesson to be learned, where you can have the, like, most in-depth lore and the best, like, you know, written story, but if you don't have a way to, like, pull people in, like, you can lose people. You know, and as far as, like, what's keeping me, like, I'm still playing, you know what I mean? But, like, I'm playing because of, like, you know, as far as what's keeping me in it is, like, you know, the collections, watching those, like, numbers tick up and everything like that, you know, knowing that, like, yeah, I freaking, like, completed, like, pretty much the entire map of, like, most of the extra stuff to the point where, like, I can't see anything anymore. There's probably still more stuff that I missed, but, you know, that's where, like, all of those, like, you know, puzzle things have really gotten, you know, like, really hit me hard, where it's just like, oh yeah, but, like, you know, why do I do the treasure vault? I don't need, you know, like, looking back, it's like, why did I even do all of those? Like, I didn't need equipment, you know? Why did I do all of the Merlin trials? I already had the maximum stuff, the demiguises, you know? Like, I feel like I probably could have skipped all of that, and I probably should have. Honest to God, like, thinking back to it, if anybody is playing this game for real, once you get, like, your equipment to max and you get, like, you know, the demiguise, honestly, try just skipping that.
I hope Professor Fig got my owl.
That might keep you, like, into the lore and into the story. Yeah, it probably is, you know, but it does, but I feel like that's where I might have fucked up a bit. I'm not gonna lie, because it just was like, you know, at a certain point I was just grinding, and that's why I don't do MMO RPGs. That's why I don't do a lot of, like, you know, WoW and everything like that, is because I can't stand grinding. And, like, here I am, like, doing grinding, but, like, the reason I'm doing it is because it's Harry Potter. But, like, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I missed out on, like, a lot of story on this playthrough, because it just got to a point, like, holy shit, you know. Pretty much, yeah, it is definitely not ADHD friendly. You know, I can't cast a spell and, like, take that out of my brain. But, no, I think maybe if I would have cut down on the puzzles and everything like that, I would have gotten a lot of that mid-tier story.
And Ranrock were brothers. Lodgok was bringing the journal to me.
Ranrock is a monster. We need to know where the final...
See, now that I'm done with it, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm done with the grind, now I can focus on stuff. Now I can figure out what's going on.
Ranrock has Bragbor's journals and knows where the final repository is.
We obliviated Bragbor. He kept journals? Why would he have documented all of this? He didn't know what we were containing.
Do we have actual proof that Isidolda told him, though? I don't think we do. We probably do and I missed it, yeah, but like, if I'm like role-playing as a character, I don't remember that shit. I've just been mindlessly blowing shit up. So, you know, I don't want to lie and everything like that, but, yeah, like, you know, like, for instance here, it's like, okay, like, I know that they have these repositories, I know that's what they're protecting, pretty much, that's the idea, but, you know, and that's what we're gonna go with, but, like, you know, we know that they, you know, have these repository of this ancient magic. We know that that's what fucking, you know, our antagonist is fucking drilling for and everything like that, but, you know, as far as, like, you know, sort of these stories, yeah, like, you know, like I said, I really wish I had paid attention. I really do.
I'm afraid I can't say. I didn't read the journals.
That is the perfect fucking answer. That is the perfect fucking answer, guys. I can't say. I didn't fucking read them.
As to how to proceed.
Based upon the memories they have seen,
Oh,
I believe
man.
our young friend is well
See,
aware
we're
of
still
the
gonna
great
turn this into a
circumstances in
fun
which we
experience,
find
even though I'm an
ourselves.
idiot. It's okay.
The next trial will involve an exceptional level of magical skill and a nuanced ability to interact with beasts.
Are we gonna get our graph
Find
horn
a face of
finally?
Stone and tendrils. I should advise you that you must engage with any beast that is part of the trial on your own.
We're getting a graph
Professor
horn.
Bakar will meet you in his pensive room.
The last beast we need, and we already know where one of the dens are, and it's not spawning there, so we know it's a graph horn.
Nuanced ability to interact with beasts? I suppose we should begin our search for a face of stone and tendrils, whatever that may be.
Well, I mean, we already
Very
searched
well.
out 100% of the
Professor
map, so we
Weasley
know where
has
that
been
is.
keeping an eye on me. Perhaps we should meet there, so she has no reason to raise concerns with Professor Black. I shall see you near the coast.
Okay, so, like, here's kind of a question. Like, you know, and this is, I think this is actually primarily for you, Geek, right? So, like, you know how, like, you know, Dark Souls and everything, like, they don't give you map markers. And there's a lot of games that, like, you can turn them off. If you turned off the map markers for this game, do you think you would still be able to find, like, all of the, like, where the quests begin and everything like that? And I don't mean, like, oh yeah, given a long enough timeline. I mean, like, in a regular, like, you know, like, playthrough, and you are not, like, searching anything and everything like that. And, you know, you wouldn't spend, like, no, because I have zero sense of direction. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they just talked about, like, you know, the face of rock and tendrils. I'm like, oh, hey, like, we've been there. Like, I know where that place is type of deal. But, like, a lot of these other ones, would you be able to, from, like, the, like, story, tell where you're supposed to go? That's what I mean by, like, you know, I'm not going to say bad story writing. I'm just saying it could have been better. Because it is still a very good game. You know, like, I do enjoy playing this game. I think I've just had a lot of shit going on that got me distracted. But, like, when the point of a role-playing game is to immerse you... yeah, I could see that. I probably would too. But, like, when the point of a game is to immerse you and it doesn't do that... like, it does you, but, like... that's why I might have some issues with it. But, no, it is a good game. I don't mean to talk, like, so much bad about it, but I just realize how sidetracked I've gotten and how little I've paid attention to it, and, like... you know, I don't want to sit here and lie and be like, oh, well, like, you know, I'm just, you know, big dumb stupid head. It's like, no, like, you know... I just, there was a lot of stuff that really did not, like, grab my interest, unfortunately. And maybe I was distracted, but, like, if the story writing was good, it wouldn't matter how distracted I was.
Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
the events in difficulty only. You know, like diehard Potter fans who are like, okay, I'm gonna read every fucking line and dot of text. Yeah, it would suck you in type of deal. If you're like, you know, a casual Potter fan like I am, that's where it's just kind of like, okay, like it's really like hit or miss. It's a coin toss. And the thing is, it's supposed to be a separate universe in and of itself. So like it's not even supposed to be like, you know, anything to do with Potter. You know, it's supposed to do with the magical world, you know.
That's a head. I can't say that I do.
It appears to be a
Do you recognize the sculpture? That's a head.
into the ground lead me to believe that a grap horn will somehow open the way forward.
That's what Professor Rackham meant when he spoke of my needing an ability to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of grap horns lives nearby. They call him the Lord of the Shore. I suspect you'll need to bring him here. What happens next, I can't say.
It's alright. Honestly, like when it came to Souls games, in a way, I'm kind of the same way. Because it's just like, yeah, like I get mad at the challenge to the point where I'm so fucking pissed off. But like, the thing is, it's like I'm so pissed off that once I beat the boss, it has 100% of my fucking attention. In a way, their reaction and puzzle.
Have you ever subdued a graphorn, Professor?
I have, yes. Years ago, at Stonehenge, of all places. The Ministry still owes me for that.
Sekiro is fucked.
It can be difficult.
Like, I don't like the repose system. I don't like the,
but it's not
having to break
impossible.
through, like, sort of their
It's
guard
my
to get at their health. I
experience that
fucking
many
hate
of
it.
your spells will have
I think Star
lingering
Wars did that
effect.
system a lot
You'll
better.
need to wear him down.
Yeah, Sekiro is very hard for me. Like, you have to, you know, in a Souls game, you can just whittle away at a boss. You can't do that in Sekiro. You have to be in the boss's face, hitting them and everything like that. But, like, I also couldn't figure out, like, the difference in the symbol between whether they were doing a sweep or whether they were doing, like, the other kind of thing. So, like, yeah, that one always fucked me up. Because I did play on console. But yeah, like, you know, it is one of those,
Must be done. I'll do it.
Excellent.
you know,
I know this
like the
area
kind of
well
game you're
enough.
looking for. Like me,
When you see
I
the
need a
large
sense
secret,
of
we're in the right place. Now, Professor Rackham made it clear that you must engage.
But, like,
with any
you
beast
need to
as
have
part of this trial on your own.
here, cutscene.
So I shall
I'll
wish
talk
you
after.
Good luck and wait for your return in the map chamber.
Turn to the map chamber. Okay. So, like, that's what I'm saying. To each their own. My brain works in different ways. Yeah, 100%. You know, I think that when you're looking for story and you are lore-driven, like, something like this is good. I think when, like, you, like, really are looking for that balance, like, you want the combat to be immersive as much as the story as well, that's where, you know, you can really get, like, sucked into a game when everything is on point. And I feel like, you know, they had a good concept here and everything like that, but it just needed to be refined a little bit more. And I mean, they're still coming out with stuff for it, but, I mean, everybody can
This place has
improve.
seen better days.
Just saying.
This must be the place.
But no, I get where somebody would enjoy Sekiro, but not enjoy Souls games. Like, the
Very well,
aesthetic is
Mr.
cool, like, you still have a sense of, like, stealth in Sekiro, like... I 100% understand where, like, you know, certain adventure games will definitely tick those boxes.
Bombarda. Incendio. Defender. Come.
Cthulhu puppy, yeah. Dude, if you've seen the intro for Baldur's Gate 3 where the fucking guard turns into a fucking mind flayer, holy shit. That was one of the most visceral fucking, like, trailers I had seen in a long time. Beautiful fucking trailer, by the way.
I need your help, friend.
Yeah, we just got done fucking beating this thing over the head with like 3 or 4 freaking like boulders. And then we're just like, I need your help, friend. Thank you. That's a puppy for you, Archer. I wonder what counts as an adult for you. Cthulhu. God damn it. Grafhorn has a powerful charge attack that deals a large amount of damage to enemies and barricades. Okay, I think I forgot about this part of the game. I think this is a kind of a neat one. Like a neat little cinematic. See, like if they really wanted to sell like the magical beast things, like they should have had more stuff like this. Where it's like, as you capture all of them, like the mooncalves, like, I mean the mooncalves do something good, but the puffskeins, they don't really do anything cool, you know. Floopers, again, like, you don't see them, you don't really use them to do something cool. Like, look at Dumbledore when, like, you know, he's getting away from the Minister of Magic and, like, you know, all the Aurors and everything, and he uses, the Phoenix, for instance. Why couldn't we have scenes like that? Where, like, we use the magical ability of the beasts themselves. It's like, oh, no, all we do is add cosmetics to our clothes. Like, like, cool concept, and we could have still done that, but I would have liked to see, like, missions where it's like, when these things are introduced, like, they were actually fucking neat, you know? But they're just kind of there. You know, and I think it's complete luck that we got the yellow unicorn, so I don't think we can count that. But, the yellow unicorn is fucking sweet, though.
Time for you all to clear out.
Expulsor! Until you showed up, cake wrapper.
Yeah, because, like, thinking about it, like, even look at how I was doing those puzzles, right? Like, the camps, I wasn't taking out the camps, I was literally just coming behind a tent, going around in stealth, grabbing it, and then getting the hell out of there. Like, I was just simply, like, I was just simply trying to get through it, essentially. And so, like, that's what it turned the story into. It's why you can't just fill it with mindless shit. Like, the puzzles have something to do with, like, the story and the world and, like, what you're currently doing. Like, you can have some puzzles. But, like, somebody who's ADHD like me, it's like, unless they have that, like, mental, like, hey, like, I'm getting too involved in these puzzles, I'm going poo-brained, I need to do not puzzles. And some of us don't have that. Just saying. But no, like, here at the end, now that I've done all of it, and I've kind of recovered my fucking, like, poo brain, fucking, like, I've got a little bit of it back. Now it's like, okay, cool. Like, I can kind of enjoy the story a little bit now, because it's just like, okay, I got my brain back. pretty what? The portal? Let's see. Yeah, we are going into the gear because I think we got all our slots. We do. We're going to take out a couple of our gloves.
Revelio.
Yeah, when the whole scene, I guess. Oh, just going through on the graph horn and everything. Yeah, it's a neat scene for sure.
Professor Rackham was
I
not
wish there was
perfect
more
to
like
me.
it, like I said.
My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power he will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber.
Oh damn, that's really fucking sad. I was sitting here, it's just like, oh yeah, like cool, I get to, you know, at least have another boss experience, and it's just like, nope! It can't even give me a fucking, can't even give me a boss.
Hello? Isadora? Isadora? Mr. Morgan,
Good point.
Mr. Morgan?
Son, I'm glad you're here.
Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Percival,
What is it?
it is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped. I've just learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
You can't fuck with one emotion without affecting, like, others.
I need you to return to your common room, all right?
What have you done?
Take a breath.
Students, Isadora.
Everyone feels pain. And why? Because of your arrogance? Your obsession with secrets? They won't suffer any longer. Not my father, not my students, no one.
Isadora, set down your wand.
Professor, you taught me to hone my power, not throw it away.
I did not teach you this. Expelliarmus!
Oh, that fucking escalated.
She's alive.
But that's the thing, it's the same thing with Sebastian, is he didn't have to fucking do that. Okay, Morgana. Okay, so like, I don't know, I'm fairly certain that there are books where somebody is named Morgana where they're not, like, evil. I think Morgana's just kind of given, like, a very, like, bad moniker type of deal because of, like, you know, lore and everything like that, you know. But yeah, I would have kind of had a hunch about it too. Yeah, like that was kind of like, to me anyway, that's synonymous with what fucking Sebastian is doing. Like, look at what happened. He used the Imperious Curse type of deal to, like, control the elf. Now, mind you, I think that was kind of fucked that he made the, like, dude kill himself. Like, he could have just, like, been like, yeah, walk until your fucking feet bleed, and it would have been fine, but no, like, and in front of everybody, too. That's where, like, yeah, you start to kind of lose your, you know, humanity a little bit, I think. You know. But in that case, yeah, there were multiple other fucking decisions, but, like, I could definitely see, like, okay, yeah, like, you know, if you just disarmed her and everything, she would just keep on fucking going. To a degree. But, like, they captured fucking Grindelwald. Why could they not capture her? Was killing literally the only thing they could do? Like, I disagree. Like, I think they could have fucking captured her. I think that would have been fine. You know. And I totally get, like, you know, wanting to, like, I don't know. So, there is a whole thing about, like, you know, you think you've discovered something that will massively help the world, but you're so tunnel visioned on wanting to help everybody that, like, you don't realize the evil of it. It's literally the roots of evil are sown with the seeds of good intentions. I think Isadora, yeah, I think she had, like, the best of intentions, like, obviously, but, like, she's so tunnel visioned on, like, oh yeah, like, I need to stop all of this and everything like that, that she doesn't realize, like, she's blinded to, like, all of the evil and, like, the wrong that it's actually, like, causing.
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands of emotion Isadora had stolen from so many, so we did all that we could to keep them safe. We also realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind. Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday, one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power. We built the trials to lead that person to us, to allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge we'd kept hidden and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the repository is protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensives.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now.
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to breach our defenses.
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As I am sure he will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
So, that's kind of a...
I shall send an owl ahead to Ollivander.
That's an interesting
Whilst you
point.
visit him, I'll reach out to Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes. I may have made an error in judgment by not informing her of Ranrock's intentions earlier. I only hope it's not too late. If Ranrock really is going to try to drill below Hogwarts, we'll need all the help we can get.
All right, Professor. I'll see you soon.
We're getting to the climactic ending here. But, well, I mean, we've been murdering people this entire time. Just saying. You think throwing an explosive barrel at somebody's face at Mach 10 isn't going to fucking, like, you know, kill them? Especially given the fact that we turned somebody into that explosive barrel? Just saying. No, we are killing fools. You do not get that twisted. We are murdering a lot of fucking people. It's just, you know, the way we're doing it. Pretty much. I mean, I've been saying that this entire time, but, like, you know, there's also, like, the social norms and everything like that. Like, saying, oh, yeah, like, the curses and whatnot. And I've been like, hey, like, that seems more like a fucking mercy, like, in some cases than what we do. It's the same fucking thing. It's just like, you know, all of society, for instance. Like, you know, I mean, fuck.
Revelio.
You know, you used to, you know, like, let's say, you know, you were a warrior on a battlefield type of deal and everything. Like, we got all these things that, you know, just, I mean, like, I'd say a gladiator in Rome, not a warrior on the battlefield, but, like, if you were bad at your job, it was just over, you know? Stop guns, kill people with forks instead. Yeah, like, I mean, I figure, like, you know, I would rather be shot than stabbed to death with a fucking fork, you know? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the fucking weird one here, but... I don't know, overall, I just kind of feel like, I don't know, society made, like, you know, I don't know, they keep trying to stop shit, as opposed to actually, like, understand that, oh, hey, like, you know, maybe this shit is actually kind of better than, like, what alternatives that's gonna leave us with, because, like, it's, you outlaw a way to kill somebody, like, they're gonna find another way to fucking do it. And most likely, people are going to go with the most effective way of doing it. Control. Well, see, I mean, that's probably why they started with fucking, not Crucio, but the Imperiatus, is because, you know. I mean, even now, I think people have a very high will to control other people. And I think that actually fucking happens a lot if you really fucking think about it. And, like, the only option to really avoid, like, feeling like shit about it is just to avoid thinking about it. But the fact of the matter is honest to God, like, it's kind of like the great wizards and whatnot that all end up using it and everything like that, you know? I think it's just a way to, you know, control the weak, you know, tell people that it's bad so that, you know, the lessers don't fucking use it.
Wait, Anne, please.
Ominous. He was willing to put the whole hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me.
Okay, hold on. So you have to 100% mean it, right? Snape didn't want to kill Dumbledore. Yeah, exactly, you know, but, like, Snape didn't want to kill Dumbledore. Like, not 100%, like, he didn't want to fucking kill Dumbledore. So, like, I mean, now we're getting into, like, okay, well, there's certain rules, you know. Like, certain things don't apply. So I think the whole, like, no, if you know the words and you know the wand movement type of deal, like, you can have the intention but not want to do it. So I disagree on that one. The, like, when you say, like, the intent, you have to, like, 100%, like, be there. It was not 100% there when it came to Snape.
Make sure he's all right, will you?
Or at least I don't believe it was. But now we're gonna, like, you know, that would be a debate on psychology, I think, if we do get into the debate of that one.
Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous.
Stop. You swore you wouldn't let Sebastian take this one step further. Yet here we are.
He won't listen to reason.
I should have stopped him before. Sebastian's in real trouble now. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. Anne's right. He and the entire hamlet are in danger. The place is crawling with Inferi.
Inferi? What are you talking about?
You'll see. We need to hurry.
What we're talking about
Sebastian
is
must not
we
be in
gonna
his right
need
mind.
fire. But no, I do think that it is like 100% possible for
What?
like
It's crawling with spiders.
he said Inferni, but
Darkface works.
I do think it's 100% like possible that like you can get so like wrapped up in like, you know, your goal or your mission that like you completely lose fucking sight of like right and wrong at a certain point.
Where was Sebastian when you and Anne found him?
Just ahead. In the great room.
Yeah, we're at a different part of the map, so you gotta give it time to load all the scenes. Whoa, it did not like that. There we go.
Confringo.
Incendio! Revelio.
There weren't this many Inferi before.
And there's no sign of Sebastian. Incendio! Confringo! Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio!
Hold on a moment.
There we go. I love ominous, just throwing spells in the
I
air.
didn't even realize. Anne's gone to get Solomon.
Arch, okay.
When she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked.
God damn it.
But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how
God, what's wrong, Ominous? Are you blind?
And Sebastian was somehow created.
Exactly.
Too
He's
soon?
controlling them. This is powerful dark magic. Creating Inferi is incredibly difficult, but controlling them... As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian kept mumbling about healing Anne. When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the headmaster if he heard of Sebastian dealing with dark magic.
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. Twist the story a bit, make him think it's a family fight. I'll be back as soon as I can. See if you can talk some sense into Sebastian. Be careful.
Yeah, definitely, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to fucking fight my way through a whole bunch more of these assholes. What's up, guys? Gather around. I got something for you.
Revelio.
Spider.
These Inferi seemed far from controlled. Incendio. Confringo.
Oh, wow.
Incendio.
Already got that.
Incendio.
A real stealthy one right there.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That's some fucking bullshit. I don't even need it.
Accio.
It's gonna make me do it anyway, though.
Accio.
Okay, come on.
Wingardium Leviosa.
What do you want from me, game?
Wingardium Leviosa.
You want it there? No.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
There it goes. Nope, it needs to be in the perfect spot.
Sebastian. Isn't this incredible? Incendio.
That's
Rebellion.
bullshit. Okay, well, while they're not coming after me, I want to look around. There's nothing.
Sebastian, I told you. The relic is the answer. I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it. Just as I can control the Inferi. Control? I had to fight the Inferi all the way.
What have the two of you done? Accio relic.
Solomon. The relic. You'll pay for this.
But two of you have gone too far. I'm ending
Dude,
this
I
now.
don't want to do this.
He's going to save Anne.
I kind of want to, like, I don't want to fucking hurt or kill Sebastian. Yeah, and he's pretty focused on us, too.
Incendio. Confringo. Protego.
Dude, Solomon, if you don't fucking quit focusing me, man, like, you're gonna get it. On just fucking pure premise alone. Fucking, what did I say? What did I fucking say? Yeah, okay, you know what that means? That means I've had practice. I wouldn't be fucking running up being like, hey, I'm gonna challenge you to a fucking duel.
I am protecting you, you foolish boy. Glacius. Incendio.
Yep. Little bit of lag.
Confringo.
Incendio. Confringo.
Sorry, it ended me now. Glacius.
Venite.
Confringo.
Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Flipendo.
Confringo. Glacius.
Mr. Sallow. Stop.
How dare you! You're no friend of my nephew.
Flipendo. Flipendo. Confringo. Incendio. Flipendo.
Just fucking destroying him.
Flipendo. Defendo. Confringo.
She cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer. Avada Kedavra!
Okay, yep, that's pretty damn close to the point of no return.
choice.
Oh, Anne. What have you done?
Dude, can we just fucking turn this guy, like, over? Like, honest to God, like, we knew he was bad news from fucking, like, the last catacomb.
I can't let him leave.
See, welcome. He'll wait for us, see what I mean? It ain't like he's in a big hurry to get away. Also, Anne is really good with being able to... See, the way I see it, you know, you said it's like, you know, for Potterheads by Potterheads. I don't think they read their own stuff.
Stop, Sebastian.
Or is it
Hold
something
on.
where Anne is actually a very talented, like, wizard or witch? Okay, and, like, I mean, I'm here. I'm here. I can very easily, you know, stun him. I could very easily. I could call down a fucking bolt of lightning to fucking paralyze his ass for life if I want to.
What is it?
Oh, what is it? Well, I mean, you just killed your family, and I'm pretty sure your sister, who you were doing all this for, fucking hates you. What's wrong with
Anne
you,
won't
bro?
survive this. She's withering away, inside and out.
And whose fault is that?
Solomon's never been there for us. Not really. He gave up on Anne. I'll never give up on her. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life. He attacked us. I had to use the killing curse. You know I did.
No, you
If I
didn't.
hadn't known how to cast it.
You went too far, Sebastian.
I can't think right now. I need to leave. I can't stay here. I need to find Ominous.
Sebastian.
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later at the Undercroft, all right?
Dude, why are we letting him go?
I think I know where we can find Doran. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest and we can tell him about the symbol the moon...
That, and there's the trace, is there not? So would they not know, like, he just got done fucking, like, he's been doing all of this shit? Where are the fucking teachers? Where are the fucking parents for all of this? Well, it's not like she could attend school with that fucking curse, and I mean, God forbid any of these, like, you know, professionals do fucking anything to help these guys out. See, this is where I'm kind of having issues when it comes to, like, the storyline. Like, there's just shit that don't make sense. You know, we've got people who have curses done onto them that, like, oh, we just can't do anything. You know, it's not like the fucking... They said, like, oh yeah, like, you know, like, these guys were fighting, and this is where it happened, and everything like that. Like, you know, there's not a counter curse? Like, there's literally nothing can be fucking done, okay? No, bullshit. Something can be done. People could look into this shit. They're just not doing it. Why? Probably for the sake of the story. It really puts into perspective how bad it's... Kind of sort of, like, I get, like, giving them the freedom to, like, grow and everything like that, but there is a trace. This could have been stopped the second somebody used fucking, Crucio in the very first fucking thing where somebody's like, hey, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Revelio.
Well, that's not what cursed Anne.
And you say they made it after you placed the moon?
And as far as being unblockable, there's the whole, like, Harry and Voldemort have their whole fucking thing.
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the sea.
And if they are indeed unblockable, literally the only reason there is any kind of, like, duels going on in, like, you know, the Deathly Hallows and whatnot is for the sake of cinematics. Because literally, the Death Eaters would just be walking around, Avada Kedavra, Avada Kedavra, Avada Kedavra, and, like, literally any other spell is just like, you can't do anything. So I disagree. I think they are blockable. Expelliarmus, like, does stop it. Protego, like, is supposed to launch a spell back. Okay, so what it sounds like is essentially like the United Nations came down with NATO and were just like, hey, you guys can't use this, like it's too overpowered, and one country decided, nah fam, we're definitely using that shit. And it happens between other people too, I'm pretty sure, because like I think it happens between Dumbledore and Voldemort too with the Elder Wand. I think so anyway. And no, it does happen with the Elder Wand, because Voldemort ends up getting the Elder Wand, and then they have the whole fucking altercation, like, there, too.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did. And I am glad to see...
Like, I don't know, I think there's a lot of retconning going on, where it's just like, hey, like, you can't ask these questions if you want, like, the, like, lore to, like, be a thing.
Unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try and kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend, but I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the Snidgets and their poacher pursuers. I believe the symbol created by the Mooncarves dance marks the place the Snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously, I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The Snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
Yeah, like, when it comes to, like, you know, there was no instance in the books of it. Literally had to hide behind a physical object to not get hit. Well, like, see, that's where it turns, like, the entire, like, well, no wonder why the fucking Death Eaters fucking destroyed everybody. Like, they literally have, like, the god tier weapon and nobody else is willing to use it, you know? Okay, it's like, fucking shit, well, no wonder why you guys are getting your fucking ass kicked, like... I don't know, at a certain point, I would be like, I'd be training fucking soldiers and to fucking use these curses, you know, like, no wonder why the fucking world went into fucking upheaval.
You said you divined a series of events before our paths crossed. What were they?
I saw the arrival of a stranger, the threat of an enemy, and the return of an old friend. I believe now that you are the strangers, the poachers are the enemy, and the old friends are the Snidgets. I also saw two places tied to these events. The cave with the moonstone.
I'm just saying,
and the henge,
if Protego, like, launched it back like it's supposed to, that makes sense for the universe, okay? Because now, guess what? You can't use the killing curse because there's the chance that they'll fucking send it back. That would lead to cinematic moments. That one fucking little detail. Just like how Harry does it to Snape with the Legitimens or whatever, when they're doing the whole like mind blocking thing. But yeah, like if by lore, like you cannot block these curses, you can't do anything against them. It's like, well, what the fuck do you expect is gonna fucking happen? Like, I like Harry Potter, but that just, like, if that is the case, like, the lore just took a, like, gigantic fucking dip of, like, hey, like, you know, it's what, like, you know, I kind of want, like, the people in my books and my stories to not be idiots, you know. That one, that struck, you know, my inner child pretty deep, if that is the truth. Let's see, how do you know the symbol is where the snidgets are?
What makes you so sure the symbol is where the snidgets are?
I do not know. It is what
Like,
I
why
have
cast
read in
any
the
other
stars.
spell?
Fortunes play out as they are intended. I am merely a messenger. I shall say that
Well, no,
fortune
like,
favors us today. That you
it's
would
not
show
about
me
putting him on the
symbol
defensive.
whose
It's like,
providence
it's...
I recognize is not coincidence.
Be no urgency to stop Voldemort and Death Eaters if the curses are unblockable. Yeah, there would be, because they're killing people. So the only reason Voldemort's bad is because, like, he's using curses. Like, no, like, I just, that just put a gigantic hole in, like, all of Harry Potter lore for me. Not gonna lie. Because the fact of the matter is anybody could use these curses. It's just the only, like, the thing that makes these guys, like, the most god-tier, horrible thing that happened in the entire fucking universe is the fact that they were willing to. That's it. That's all it took to, like, send the world in upheaval, is a group of people willing to do it.
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the snidgets once again.
You get what I'm saying, though, right? Like, I'm not completely coming from, like, left field. You know, that would be, like, to me, that is, like, legitimately, that would be like if an entire country was just like, okay, we're not going to use guns anymore. And then a group of people were like, oh, well, we're going to use guns and we're going to take over that country. And literally, the reason why this group is so fucking terrifying, even though it's only, like, you know, a very, like, a small amount of people, at least in the beginning anyway, the only reason this group is terrifying is because, like, you only have knives to combat it. Everybody has access to these fucking guns. Well, it wasn't the curse that drove them to that.
Revelio.
You know, I'm pretty sure magic itself could go ahead and do that as long as you, like, went into the human world and did stuff. You know, it's... there's a concept that I kinda, like, I personally kinda, like, had in my brain. I wouldn't say I came up with it, but I would say that, like, you know, I kind of ran across to where it's like, you know, when you look at, like, angels and demons, for instance, right? Like, if you think about what a demon looks like, it's like, oh, holy shit, that's fucking, like, terrifying. I'd love to see, like, the fucking, you know, beasts that heaven has to combat these fucking things, because I don't think, you know, men with, you know, fucking wings is, like, what's fighting back all these fucking demons. So, like, I would love to see, like, the horrible shit that fucking, like, heaven has to combat, like, such horrible shit that fucking hell can, like, amass. It's the same thing to me. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, you know... Yeah, no, like, no wonder why the fucking wizarding world fell into fucking chaos and war and shit like that. They kind of fucking deserve it, if you ask me now, like I said. There might not be a counter curse or anything like that, but there has to be some defense against it. Otherwise, there's literally no... I don't know, the whole fucking story is convoluted. It's not that I'm going to the dark side, it's just, like, I don't believe, like, from a writer's point of view, that that is an intelligent thing to do.
How remarkable.
And, like, I am not a writer. I am not a good storyteller or anything like that. So, like, I don't know. If there was some, like, massive fucking requirement to cast these curses, sure, but it's not.
Actually be where the Snidgets are hidden.
Let's find out. Doran's waiting for us just up ahead.
I'm ready if you are.
Can you believe it? Actual Snidgets. I'm glad we seem to be a step ahead of the poachers.
It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them.
If we're lucky, they're still pouring over ground.
Well, no, what I'm saying is all the Death Eaters, though, are willing to use... It all boils down to...
Had Doran to guide us. Even if the poachers do somehow stumble upon this place, we shall be long gone.
Okay, if we're still talking about lore, like, you know, we're not talking about moral stuff anymore. Like, we're talking about just fucking common sense now. You know what I mean? You know, like, I'm sorry, like, I think Infrit's issue is that the only required another wizard capable of using curses get rid of Voldemort.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, why didn't somebody just use this unblockable curse on Voldemort? Literally. This could have been done fucking chapter 1. Nobody had to fucking, like, maybe one person had to die, and then somebody's like, oh, boop, you're gone. So, like, I guess, like, the question is what you're trying to tell me, the entire wizarding world just went into complete fucking upheaval because nobody was willing to, like, use this curse one time?
The two of you may know better than anyone.
No, what I'm saying is, like, the ends do sometimes, well, the means do sometimes justify the end. So if the only fucking reason that the entire wizarding world went into so much fucking upheaval was because, like, everybody decided to be good people in their conscience type of deal, well, guess what? Because you didn't want to use the killing curse on just Voldemort, who apparently could not do anything to stop you from this, millions of, like, hundreds of thousands of people, like, died to the point where, like, literally, he who shall not be named, you know who, all of this just because nobody was willing to cast this fucking curse. I call, like, that is bad story writing. I'm sorry. One person cast this curse. You think they're gonna lock him away in fucking Azkaban after fucking Voldemort killed 50 people? No, they let him kill fucking hundreds of thousands of fucking people and all of his fucking cronies. All because they weren't willing to, like, do an unstoppable thing like he's doing to everybody fucking else? If you're not willing sometimes to put your morals in jeopardy, then... Which willing to do it? Yeah, but guess what? Even if he has Horcruxes, you just destroyed his body. So it's gonna take him a while. Why don't you just fucking, like, boop? I mean, they have literally an entire section of the fucking ministry devoted to just prophecies. You can't fucking put his corpse in fucking, like, a room and just send somebody, like, every week to just, oh, just in case. Boop. I'm pretty sure eventually you would get the schedule down. And then you just fucking, you don't even have to fucking hunt the Horcruxes anymore. You just literally, somebody's job is to go in there once a week and Avada Kedavra, you're good. For another fucking week. Or, you know, maybe on the hour, every hour. Fuck. Yeah, eventually. But you can buy yourself time. Look how long it took him to come back after fucking what he did to Harry. Just saying. Like, okay, if you know Final Fantasy X, right? They keep destroying the fucking Aeon so they get 10 years of peace and then, like, it comes back. Harry was a baby. They took him when he was, what, 14? So they got fucking, what, 13, 14, you know, at least 13 years of fucking peace for doing it one time? And apparently, the whole love being the counter curse thing fucking made that happen. I don't know, it just... I feel like my childhood's been ruined just a little bit. Let's see. The eye in the middle. Which, that's there. Then there's the sun. Let's see. If he runs out, he can just bleed Harry again. Yeah, but it still would take time is the point. Like I said, he has these Horcruxes and everything like that. I get that, okay? But, like, you can still buy yourself some time, and they just, like, where is, like, you know, where they actually, like, did try to use this curse on him? Did they even fucking try it? I mean, it's just, it's all kind of upsetting to me. It's fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, I have the mentality of, like, you know, if a bully is, like, picking on you, then you know what? Kick the bully in the frickin' dick and fucking, like, guess what? He'll probably stop. Or at least be slowed down a little bit. And nobody was even willing to do anything?
That did it. Look, Doran, a doorway.
I suspect we all know what lies beyond that passage. And now, I'm afraid I
Yeah, okay, like, I'm sorry, but, like, if I were Voldemort, I would do the same fucking thing if I knew, like, nobody would be willing to even, like, lift a finger for the... I mean, that's literally, like, the saying of, like, the species won't even fuck to save itself. Like, literally. Oh, I am sorry that this hurts. Like I said, if they had it where, like, okay, like, there were some stipulations to it, but, like, literally everybody has this god tier power, and the only reason that people are dangerous is because some are willing to use it and others aren't. Like, that's heartbreaking to me.
So many books.
Many adorable hours later.
But again, to bring it back to Harry Potter, like I said, I think that, you know, people would have some kind of self, like, preservation in mind. Much like, you know, doing something good, but, like, it's gotta be self-preserving. If it's not self-preserving, people probably aren't going to do it.
Now, all that remains is to break the charm.
You want us to...
But yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I only ever wanted to see them safe, which they are. You should do it. Merlin, they're lovely. But what happens now? They can't care for themselves, and surely once word gets out of their reappearance...
No harm will come to them. The centaurs will see to that. You have my word.
Thank you, Doran, for helping us to find them and to fight for them.
It is you who deserves the merit, child. You did
See, I
what
still
the
love
coaches
finding the
never
Snidgets. It's
had.
still one of my favorite,
Remember
like,
that.
quests. Then again, I do love Poppy.
You both fought bravely today. Allow us to carry the mantle from here.
If it's all right, Doran, I think I'd like to stay behind and spend a little more time with the Snidgets.
Alright. That's already been done. What's our other fucking quest? Don't we have, we do. Wand Mastery. Craft the Keeper's Wand. Consult Gerbold Ollivander. Oh yeah, Ollivander's still around. Isn't your brony feeling spark? Centaur. Eh. I wouldn't say that. Like, not every, like, bipedal, I mean, not quadrupedal thing, like, sets that off. Like, you know, maybe Archer, you should, you know, look into the lore a little bit. Postponing it. Nah, like I said, they do have audiobooks and everything like that. God damn it. Quit it.
There's Ollivanders.
But no, they do have audiobooks and everything like that. Like I said, you know, but I warn you, lots of fucking moral quandaries in there. Like where I was talking about, like, hey, like you've got like an entire, like, hundreds of like individuals suffering, and your choice is to put them out of their misery, or maybe hope one day somebody will come along and like just try to fix these people. Yeah, you're gonna run into a lot of those. In fact, the writers are very like good at like that kind of like really putting things into a very like terrifying light.
Allow me once again to express my family's gratitude. They were pleased to learn that the wand Richard Jackdaw disappeared with those many years ago had been located.
And by the way, yes, this is all with ponies.
Somewhat.
That's what's really messed up. It's why it's really good for like writing.
I received an owl from Eleazar, Professor Fig. He was a bit cryptic. Said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do.
See, that's another thing about like all of this. Like even with like the wand lore and everything like that. Like I love the idea of like, oh yeah, like, you know, if it's disarmed, it changes loyalty and everything like that. But like, as far as crafting one, like I mean, there's only so many different types of wood. There's 3 cores that you can use. Like, how many like specifically, like, you know, more powerful ones are there?
I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
Okay.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
That's a question for our...
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves.
Because, yeah, do they ever say, like, you know, oh, hey, like, you know, this is the core of the Elder Wand? Like, do they ever say, like, I mean, I know Death made it, but, like, does it follow the same, like, rules that the writer put in place?
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours?
Thestral hair. I didn't even know Thestral hair could be a core.
To wizard kind.
Because, yeah, it's Phoenix Feather.
We would be fools not to work together.
Dragon Heartstring, and then,
What's that?
what was the other one? Unicorn hair, I think.
Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright.
I don't know. We have a couple that we could go ahead and take a look at. I think they have a little bit as far as like their mains and maybe their tail.
The arrogance.
Well, when you look at it, it's red.
Should have known better than to try and reason with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
Okay, so like, I wonder how many total cores there are then.
Another pitiful beast in my trap. Rookwoods don't go down easy.
There we go. Nope. God damn it. The barrel. Fuck me. Get the barrel. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna make a barrel. The only thing we can fucking do. There we go. Jesus. That's all I wanted to fucking do.
You should never have come here. I'll make you
Back.
wish you were back at school. What have you done? Quite conductive, aren't we?
See, even the fucking characters in the game are making fucking puns. Did you hear that shit? Quite conductive, are we? Let's see.
Incendio. Electricity.
Let's see.
Defender. Incendio.
Made a great mistake. Death from above.
Incendio.
Those are, damn it. Clears one core. Yeah, I think they probably should have done I mean, they probably do in Pottermore type of deal, but
Pay for your deeds. No more happy days for you.
dang it, come on. There we go.
Made a great mistake.
Jesus Christ.
Pay for your deeds. Conductive, aren't we? To your deeds.
This has become
What are your faults on? Expulso. You're going to regret that.
Oh my god, it's just Yeah, it's just turning into them sending more and more at me each time. Dude, there's only so many dark wizards in the world. Or in this case, I suppose, Ashwinders. Christ. Where'd he go?
I'll make you wish you were back. That's the best you can do, isn't it?
Shit, he's got the...
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Had enough?
Confringo! Defender!
Look what you've done. You
Protego!
That's just...
There we go. Because that's eaters won't be a thing until Voldemort. Knights of Walpurgis, which I know sounds like a 90s album title. Okay, yeah, we're dealing with fucking Sebastian.
Rookwood's reign is finally over. I'll need to send an Alternati right away. For now,
There we go. What spell are you using to counter? To my knowledge, that was a Spelliarmus.
Resource indeed, your field guide.
Like I said, I feel like there's a lot of plot holes with that. He was casting Avada Kedavra, was he not? It's green beam and everything. I'm pretty sure I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. I was kind of more focused on mashing the damn button, but I'm fairly certain he was using that. So, like, we were blocking it. So I think I don't know, maybe they weren't paying attention. Okay, so, like, how is that explained then?
She just buried your uncle alone.
Like I said, I want to believe that it's just Voldemort was a stronger wizard.
Turning you in, but
what?
And that was my main thing, is like, that was my belief this entire time, was just Voldemort being a stronger. And I feel like that kinda, that helps my inner child be like, okay, like...
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go?
Or maybe
so
like the
wrong?
hopelessness, and that's just why people like didn't try to defend themselves, because it was like, holy fuck, there's no way I'm gonna survive this, so I'm not even gonna try. I could see that.
I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You
Like,
understand?
it's just,
You can talk to
it's not
Ominous.
adding up
Make him
sometimes, you know what I mean?
He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
Jesus. Talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you.
I don't know what to do, Sebastian.
See, I think that's wrong of, like, the developers to do.
Anne has no one. I regret everything I
Play
did.
Pug is
I know
a
what I
Christian
did was
party
wrong.
that was known
I
to
only
ward
hope
off
she
witches.
can forgive me. That everyone can forgive me.
Because it's like, you know, no wonder why
What
fucking,
happens
like,
from here? I'm
people
glad
get
we
it
know.
twisted in their fucking heads when you've got movies and everything, like, telling you completely different stories. Like, they shouldn't do that. They really shouldn't do that. Like, if they're gonna make something, yeah, like, I don't know, it's the same reason why I feel like, you know, the Halo live action failed. Like, if they're not gonna, if they're gonna do something just to wow people, like, that's kind of fucked. I mean,
After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian.
that and,
but
like, the movies,
I
like,
think we have a choice.
I don't know, I feel like the movies didn't do a good job as far as, like, oh yeah, like, you know, this is, you know, explaining the curses either, of, like, why they were, like, you know, I guess so overpowered. Because, like, the big thing was, as far as Harry, was just that he survived it. It wasn't that it was blocked or anything, it was like he survived it. That was what made Harry famous. Like, I love how paying attention to the game is actually putting Infrit off more and more.
We don't have a choice. You're right. You were right the entire time.
I wish I hadn't been. If we do this, we may never see Sebastian again.
See, when I get all the information and it's like, okay, like, you know, this person just said that, I trust this person's sources, why did that just happen? I don't like when shit like that happens. You know, like, I want it to, like, make sense, so it's like, okay, like, I've got to treat the books, the movies, and the game as 3 separate entities, or at least 2 separate entities. I don't like that. That's not right, because then you turn around and you try to read any lore on it and it doesn't match up, and it's just like, fuck. Don't treat me like that.
I realize that, but it's the right thing to do. He killed his uncle. We've tried to justify his actions every step of the way, but this has gone too far. It has to stop.
Very well. Leave it to me. I'll tell the headmaster. Farewell for now. I shall be in touch. Whatever lies ahead, we
Revelio.
must face it together. That I know.
Wait, what can I do with this? I do love movies, but to scratch them. I don't know, I feel like developers and producers and whatnot take a lot of fucking liberty with, like, what they're doing with it. It's like Aragon almost all over again.
Revelio.
No, honestly, like, if we're watching the movies, like, in this kind of, like, context, like, I would like you to point out every one, because you're the knowledgeable one. And I'm kind of tired of fucking essentially, like, believing in something that's not true. But what are you planning with the movies, Archer? Is it going to be like our typical like 4-hour stream time, and we're just gonna like run through 2 movies in that time, or? Because if that's the case, I can still go ahead and I'll get some popcorn. We'll treat. Okay. Yeah, because like I said, that I don't know. What I've learned today has been kind of fucking like that hurt my childhood, like right in the childhood meme. Okay, probably stream and then 2 movies. Then we'll save the movies for the end. But no, my childhood is like a little wounded. I want to see how far that fucking knife like is in my heart right now. Okay, I want to double check the map because, like, I mean, we just pretty much said it's like, yeah, like, let's turn in Sebastian. Like, why is that not, like, a mission right now? Does it come in afterwards? Because I'm pretty sure we're about to, like, this is the final repository. Pretty sure we're about to, like, this is the, like, climactic thing, I'm pretty sure. If not, it's the second to last story mission. So we might actually fucking beat this today.
Victor Rookwood is dead. He confronted me as I left Ollivander's with the Keeper's wand. I had to defend myself.
Godric's heart, are you all right? I know you're well able to defend yourself. I've seen it often enough. But Rookwood himself...
I think so.
He would have killed me once he found the repository, if not before. I had no choice.
You're right. You had no choice. You did what you had to do. The wizarding community owes you a great debt.
Thank you for saying so, Professor. I'm ready for what's next.
All right, then. The Keepers have been waiting.
You have completed all of our trials, and you have done so under circumstances even I did not foresee. You understand now.
It's like, oh, like, you know, what happened with that Rockwood guy? Like, I did what I had to do. Motherfucker was killing people. He would have killed me.
The trials. To ensure that one with the ability you and I share would make the same
It's not
choice
like they
that San, Neve,
have somewhere else to go.
and I did.
Oh, the fucking portraits,
Now that
yeah.
you have witnessed my memory. You understand all that is at stake. Not everyone is what they seem.
As you know, light does not exist without shadow, nor shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Even the most well-meaning and competent amongst us cannot possibly know the consequences of manipulating what should be beyond our reach.
What lies in the repository must never be released. Resist the temptation to destroy or control it. The magic that you have so carefully honed must now be used only to protect the secret we keep. You have the wand. You will know when to wield it. We leave our legacy in your hands.
Astonishing.
That must be the way to the repository.
It's been here the entire fucking time. These fucking assholes.
Revelio. I received an interest from Joanna Brickham about Harlow.
Yeah, this. Oh my god, the final repository. Oh wait, side quest. We are doing the side quest.
Undisturbed beyond this door.
Oh god, these open world games, just like the entire world stands still while like fucking you're just like ooh, do 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 do. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we'll go meet Poppy. I like Poppy, so we're gonna go see Poppy.
Just the person I was hoping to see.
Yeah, pretty much.
I see Doran finally convinced you to leave the Snidgets.
If anyone can keep them out of poacher hands, it's
Hey man, we're a true warrior, okay? The ADHD is strong with this one.
ambushed us. It was nice not to face them alone.
Of course. It's the sort of thing friends do for each other, isn't it?
I suppose so. I am glad you came to Hogwarts. It's already been my best year. I wouldn't want a repeat of Horntail Hall, of course, but I did enjoy the Three Broomsticks. Had no idea how lovely it was there.
Had you never been to the Three Broomsticks?
I used to spend most of my time with Highwing, and well, I don't know how Serona feels about hippogriffs popping in for a butterbeer. Highwing's the only one I would have gone with. Or Gran, of course.
Doesn't it have something to do with like, you know, however you go out, like that's what makes you like so like overpowered? What if that was it, is like, you know, like you had the bigger the better. Now like, I could see that it's like somebody has like diabetes or something like that, and they forget, like, you know, because of their scatterbrain stuff, they forgot to get their medicine or something. That's how they like isekai'd into another world. So like they're completely scatterbrained about everything, and that's what like somehow that's their power, is like, you know, the evil baddies, it's some kind of like mind control thing, but because the main character's head is so scattered, like they can't get a hold of it.
Nothing wrong with that. Highwing's good company.
She is. Although I am beginning to see the appeal of human friends. It was nice to talk about my parents and Gran with someone, and share Highwing.
I don't suppose you've heard anything from your parents, have you?
I haven't, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
Does your Gran know that we found the Snidgets?
I couldn't hold it in any longer. I told her everything. She was livid that I'd been anywhere near the poachers, but she confessed that she was rather envious about the Snidgets.
It has all been a pleasure, Poppy. Do try and stay out of trouble.
Don't know that I can. We've taken on poachers twice now, successfully. I rather think you've helped me develop a taste for it. And with centaurs as allies, I might actually go looking for trouble. You and I should meet for a butterbeer soon. Perhaps Highwing can join us?
Your insulin medication. Ha. World. Mana. Yeah, and like he has to keep actually, like that's the drawback, is like he has to keep using magic, otherwise he'll go into a diabetic shock if he doesn't. God damn it. Why does this sound like it would actually be a fucking thing? I think we've created several. honest to God, the whole idea we had about being overpowered just because, like, the massive amount of, like, healing potions you carry on you at all times. I think that one, I would be surprised if that one does not exist. Wait, no, we're going back into the... Why are we going back to the cave? We don't want to go back to the cave. We want to go to... here. Just being dumb. Because it's in the fucking world map. God damn it. Okay, there it is. We found it. Does not, I told you. Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we do here, is we make gear upgrades using our beasts.
Are you ready to finish Harlow?
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe.
God damn it.
The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Agreed. Let's finish this.
Brilliant. Harlow's reign ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
That I do.
I sense he is close.
Where is he?
Revelio. We should look around.
Smack. There we go. I was like, stop, I cannot move. Oh wow. Didn't expect him to come out of that so quickly. Damn it. There we go. Jesus. Fucking trading blows here. Really? She's getting up. She can't cast fucking Protego while she's getting up. What the fuck?
A shame to see such potential go to waste. Little Nat Sione, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But
I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills.
Come now, you can do better than that. Can't you?
God, what? Was I low health already and he like just happened to get that hit off, or like was that just a one shot that he just pulled on me? Oh fuck. Okay. I was about to say, oh fuck me. Damn it, come on. Okay. We need to...
Do you want to concede now? Must we prolong this? You fight like a muggle. This will not end in your favour.
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
A shame to see such potential go to waste. Do you want to concede now? Expelliarmus. Prolong this.
Bombarda. Accio. Levioso.
Come now, you can do better than that. Can't you?
These rocks have...
You fight like a muggle.
Levioso. Accio. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
It will not end in your favour. A shame to see such potential go to waste. You're not even trying. Do you want to concede now? Must be prolong this. It will not end in your favour. You fight like a muggle. Come now, you can do better than that.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think so too. Just so happened that before the cutscene. Yeah, it was just low health, I think. Yeah, I think if I would have like skipped ahead a bit, like, you know, kind of skipped a lot of shit, because I did kind of go ahead and explore everything right up front. But I had a good time exploring everything though, like, it was fun to like do so. Fucking, is he running away? There we go.
Do you want to concede now? Must we prolong this?
Levioso.
Such potential go to waste.
God damn it. You're just a bullet sponge, dude. Stop it. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. There you go. Just go to sleep. Agreed. Oh, come on. Well, they'll Avada Kedavra somebody. Clearly. Of course his wand was glowing red, not fucking green, but fucking... Oh, okay, she's good. Well, she's in a wheelchair, but like, she's good for what it could have been. God, what a fucking time for my fucking hard drive. Like, legitimately, if you look at my fucking, like, my resources and everything, like, it was fine, and then it just fucking spiked at that fucking cutscene. I should have moved this over to, my other drive. I really should have. Like, that, it ruined that entire fucking scene. Okay, it says visitor, so we're already here.
It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
What on earth possessed you to do something like that?
I don't know, but what other choice did I have? You were in danger.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself.
Yeah,
for this.
like...
The moment that I saw how...
I don't know, I'm disappointed in what Legacy, like, what I thought it would be and what it turned out to be. I am highly disappointed. Like, I lost fucking all, like, mental, like... wanting to do this, like, you know, they're in the middle, like, it brought it back. Now I'm into the story and everything like that, but, like, it breaks my heart that, like, I lost all of that, like, the story and everything like that, like, right there in the fucking middle, just because of all, like, the treasure hunting and everything like that. Like, they shouldn't have had that, like, that, or I should have at least, like, I think... if I'm gonna do a Let's Play, I need to be like, okay, like, I'm not going to do the extra stupid shit that I know is extra stupid shit. Or at the very least, save that for, like, you know, what we were saying maybe before is, like, hey, like, maybe take some time and just do that, in sort of a more chill environment versus, like, trying to sit here and whatnot. Or at the very least, leave that to, like, a let's chat kind of thing. Like, we are, like, the point of it is to just chat, and I'm, like, mindlessly blowing through it. But I don't think very many games get that, like, daunting. Or at least I can choose to not play games that get that daunting.
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty.
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh my... I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice based on instinct. My father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it? Taking down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to
30 out of 32. Okay, so there's 2 more fucking companion quests. Well, where the hell are they? Probably afterwards. A whole shady company taken down because of 2 kids. Yeah, like... I don't know. That's where, you know, again, like, I get that we have this ancient magic and everything like that, but, like, is it... Does that make us, like... Does it really make us this fucking superpowered that we are fighting, like, groups of fucking adults that, like, you know, the good adults in the fucking, like... you know, the law enforcement of this world can't do anything about? Like, God, I get it for the sake of the story, and I shouldn't look like that deep into it. I should just like enjoy it, but I'm a logical person, okay? Like, if something doesn't logically make sense, like, it's not like, you know, I have an issue with it. And I don't mean, like, if it's a fantasy world, like, of course it's fantasy. Of course, like, you know, like, elves and shit and magic, you know, like, that doesn't exist. I'm talking about, like, logically, like, how a character would act. What a person in reality would be expected to do, you know? So that's why it's like I get hung up on these fucking things.
Revelio.
And honestly, like, when it comes to, like, I feel like when it comes to, like, Hollywood, like, that's what the outcry is about right now, is, like, people are starting to be like, hey, like, you know, yes, I want an entertaining show, but, like, I'm tired of having it be, like, the only reason there's even a show is because they made this character an idiot, you know? Like, they want, you know, their characters to be intelligent, you know? We want things that get our mind working a little bit. Or think of, like, hey, what would I do in this situation? And when you have, like, when people are not making, like, intellectual decisions, you know, it's like, well, shit, you can't put yourself in that, like, position. I consider this game more akin to Pokemon.
I should hope that the enchantments protecting the castle would protect against an incursion from below.
Well, kinda, sorta, but, like, I don't know. What happened to me was just getting into the lore of it and the inconsistencies. Like, imagine being, like, a die-hard Aragon fan and then watching the movie.
Hopefully she and the others will arrive soon. They know where to find the door through which we entered.
Which I was pissed about that movie, too, by the way. But, nah, I get it.
Let's go.
Revelio. If his loyalists are here, he cannot be far behind. You and I have faced worse, Professor.
You just realized here. I don't consider, like I said, I think that if an author only writes tailoring to one audience, then they're a bad author. I would not consider Harry Potter a children's book. Like, I consider it fiction, but, like, you know, it's well aware that adults are going to read it, too. Like, I would consider them young adult books. Damn it. Where is... Okay, oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. Damn it. Dude, I wish the targeting was a little bit more... See, why would you freaking throw it at the explosive barrel when you can pick up the barrel? It's so counterintuitive. I know I'm the one in control, but, like, if you move just a little too far sometimes, like, you end up hitting the complete wrong thing. Alright, let's see. So guess what? The universe most likely will feel the same.
I shall handle it. 1 moment. Let's go.
Less likely to logic things out, because if you're really analyzing things, most of it doesn't make sense.
Revelio.
Well, like I said, when I break it down type deal, and it's not even like... I don't know, sometimes I'm just looking at that as kind of like, you know, hey, am I the only one that realizes that, like, this is really kind of fucking messed up, and, like, if this one, like, small, like, logic flaw, which is actually, like, common sense, was, like, fixed, there wouldn't even be a story, really? Or at the very least be like, you know, like, hey, like, why didn't they do it like this instead, so that, like, they would have continued their continuity, you know? Like I said, hindsight being 20/20 and everything like that, it's always going to be like, oh yeah, like, everybody could always do a better job, like, now that they know about it, but... Oh, fuck. I didn't realize that. Got all these fucking trolls around. fuck me. Dude, I'm trying to like fight off everything else, and this troll is just being like an annoying bastard. Oh my fucking god. Get out of here. Tired of your shit. Wow, okay. The mark came up, I hit Y, and it was like, just like, nope. There we go.
Professor, that wall, that's the way forward.
See, I forgot this is like the grand finale.
It worked. Let's go.
Revelio.
Let's see, I have to consider for yeah, but at least the idea was revolutionary for the time. Now we do have similar stories, way more fleshed out and neat. Yeah, good point there. Like I said, you know, I mean, this was only a few years ago, but it's just kind of, I don't know. I think it's one of those things where it's kind of like Santa Claus, right? Like, once you know, like, the quote-unquote truth, you can't go back. Like, you know, you'll never have the same relationship with it again. And I don't know, it's where, like, you know, in this case, I didn't want to be told, like, the truth about Santa Claus. Like, I just wanted to believe, like, the good thing. And I'm still gonna, like, you know, for my own sake with the lore, I'm still gonna, like, see it that way. Because that's what makes sense in a continuity way. Talking about Harry Potter, not this. Yeah, they could have, but I mean, that's what you're gonna do. You see that all the time with AAA titles. They just want to push something out in order to get, like, you know, the quick buck type of deal. And I think that the people who did it probably did have, like, you know, the passion in it, but, like, I don't know, AAA titles do this all the damn time. And I know it's an older game, and I've experienced this game before, and I know all of this, but, like, it's just, I don't know, going back through it and being reminded of it, like, it's where, again, I think maybe if it was my first playthrough of it, I could still look at it with, you know, the rose-colored glasses. But, like, since I played through it once, now I can, like, sit there and break it down and analyze the inconsistencies. For me, it's just like, fuck, like, I don't know, they're more apparent, you know what I mean? Smack. Letting us know every single issue does make it more apparent. Well, fuck, I mean, honest to God, it should have been sort of like fact-checking, if you ask me. I think that would have made a pretty decent fucking, idea of, like, how to go ahead and do this. But, I mean, we didn't have them before. I don't understand why it's writing like that. I think it's just a bad port.
The goblins have somehow evaded the castle's
It would be better with the SDD, but they shouldn't. They should have it preload some stuff.
We shall make quick work of them.
Also having
They got this.
recording a called Major Harry Potter. Dude, yeah, like, go through all the fucking movies. Or, like, do a top 10 list.
Time to move. We're in the thick of it now. We'll show these beasts who's in charge.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of fucking list videos anyway. As long as there's that disclaimer of like, hey, like this might destroy your childhood. God damn it.
Look out! Another troll! This one's worse than the last two! Stop him! Such arrogance!
There's a big aren't you going to need some other round?
Professor Sharp. Confringo!
Yep. Oh hey, the headmaster's actually doing some shit too. I think he just stole my fucking kill, that bastard. Feels like black to white too. Wait, here got together too. Shit. Oh, nice of you to join us, Weasley.
That's our way forward. The wand! Quickly! We made it.
I'm relieved we got here before Ranrock.
I can't believe this is it. The repository has been under the castle for hundreds of years.
Think of all the pain that created it. This is what Miriam, George, your friend Lodgok, and countless others died for. Miriam believed this forgotten magic could be used for such good, but she did not know the risks. She did not see what the Keepers have shown you, what Isadora showed you. You are now the Keeper of whatever power it holds. What do you intend to do with it?
I plan to leave the repository as it is.
I'm pleased to hear that. I've been thinking.
What is it, Professor?
I spent all year trying to keep our journey a secret from everyone, including Professor Weasley. But now I wonder if I should have shared it with her, and the others, sooner. Trusted them more. The Keepers wanted this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
That's kind of a tough choice. It's just kind of like it's another fucking moral quandary. It's like, oh yeah, like, you know, am I going to sit there and like pretty much hide it away from the world, like, you know, and say like, no, like, people are shitty, like, it's always going to be fucking bad, or is it like, okay, like, no, maybe one day somebody will come through and like, you know, like, do the right thing here. I mean, there's the whole quandary of, like, fucking, like, you would want to hope that, like, somebody who has the power to do good is just gonna do good, as opposed to fucking, like, you know, pretty much gain power from it. Well, I mean, it's what happened to Isadora, essentially. Like, she wanted to do good with it, but the fact of the matter is like, the shit was corrupt from the fucking get-go. But, like, if somebody else had the power, more know-how, or, like, found a better way of doing things, like, it could have been fucking good. Well, I mean, that's the exact fucking, like, thing, right? You know, the funny thing is like, this isn't just something like like, this has happened throughout history. Nikola Tesla literally had a way to draw electricity out of the air. But, like, I'm pretty sure they, like, you know, the whole falling out that happened there was because, like, I'm pretty sure Tesla wanted to give, like, electricity to people for free. And if you notice, we have utility bills. Penicillin. Was it penicillin? No, it wasn't penicillin. It was insulin. The doctor who discovered insulin. He didn't want people charged for something that was life-saving. He sold it to a college. What did the college do? Turn around and sold it to Big Pharma. So it's the exact same thing. It's still, like, it's a good thing, but, like, people with power just get their hands on it and get more power.
I plan to tell those I trust everything.
Does that mean, like, keep it secret from the world? Hell no, but, like...
We should trust in others. If anyone can rise to this challenge, my friend, it is you.
You want to trust people to do what is actually the right thing. But you know that somebody's gonna come along and be like, oh, well, if I have all this power...
Goblins built this report.
And not see the evil that it's actually causing.
Enough, Ranrock.
That's what happened with Sebastian, it's what happened with Isadora.
I've been wanting to play with this.
Miriam's wand.
If she'd simply handed over the container, all of this could have been avoided. Foolish, self-important witch. Seems you were two of a kind. She didn't know when to give up either.
It's feeding off the power from the repository. Effects on the dragon. Your beautiful magic is no match for mine, child.
There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Damn it, didn't change over. There we go.
That did the trick. I have you now, Ranrock. Bombarda. Aki. Level. You protected yourself again. Not for long. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Okay, we don't need Expelliarmus when fucking Findo does a lot more. Okay, that might be unblocked. Literally surviving because of how many fucking potions I have. Oh, hold on. We've not used anything. We're just gonna chug all of these. Oh no. Game did not like that. Thunder Brew. Nah, we're gonna throw down some of these. Wow.
You can't stop me. Accio. Two sources of power. Defender. Ha! Don't like that very much, do you?
Oof. Right on top of it. Damn, I was trying to interrupt it with the fucking ancient magic. I think I do.
Keep up this charade. You can't run forever, Ranrock.
Well, you could run for a very long time. Come on, what the hell? There he goes. Being kinda finicky there for a second.
Not so powerful now, are you, Ranrock?
Oh, fuck, okay. Oh, damn it. I wasn't paying attention. was actually kind of into that fight, and I saw the fucking right bumper thing on the thing that was like, wait a minute, I can fucking do something with that?
There's nowhere to hide now, Ramrock. Levioso. Defender. Accio.
Damn it.
Defender. Not so powerful now. Are you, Ran? Bombarda.
Damn it. Okay, you gotta be quick for that, I think. 'Cause it's definitely there, right? Like, I'm not just seeing shit. Okay, let's do... do it down here. Damn it. Hate when it fucking does that.
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Defender. Expelliarmus.
This cannot be happening. You will die.
I know you're feeling it now, Ramrock. This ends here, Ramrock.
You think you can stop me?
Levioso. Defender. Accio.
Fucking, where'd the... Okay, there it is. I was like, I know there's a fucking another one somewhere around here. What's going on here?
In Lockdock's memory. Bombarda. Defender. This is for Professor Fig. Bombarda.
Fuck it, run! Just keep on chugging the fucking potions. Eventually we'll outlast him, damn it. Exactly.
to contain it.
Professor.
Miriam. Miriam would have loved you, my young friend. The wizarding world could not be in more capable hands.
I still love just the fucking, he's got the Hannibal mask on while this whole heartfelt thing is going on. I suppose it could be worse and he could have like the googly eye glasses, but just, we let him choose his own outfit and I feel like he's not choosing stuff like with the attire in mind. It's like, oh no, Professor, and he's got the fucking googly eyes. Dude, that was one of the best fucking clips I've could imagine getting from this game.
I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you, certainly a long-standing colleague to his peers. A famed adventurer and seeker of knowledge, he built a reputation charging into the unknown, brazenly disregarding both discretion and safety, providing perhaps a rather unfortunate lesson for us all. His devotion to adventure was rivaled only by his dedication to Hogwarts. And of course, to his wife, Midi, whom we lost much too soon as well.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Professor Fig represented the best of all of us. He could be deviously clever, possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind, and was the most loyal of friends. But perhaps it was his remarkable courage, for which we will all be forever indebted to him. If not for Professor Fig, well, I can say with confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today. Those that knew him best will agree that we must now honor him as only Hogwarts can, by wisely, resourcefully, justly, and bravely facing all that lies ahead.
To Professor Fig!
Never imagined we'd attend a funeral for one of our professors. Glad Weasley spoke for Fig. She honored him. He'll be well remembered. I only wish we could have done the same for Solomon Sallow. I need to go and see Anne soon.
Ominous, there's something I need to tell you. It's to do with Victor Rookwood.
I heard a rumor that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's.
Sounds as if you faced quite a fight. The rumor's true, and I did. But it's not that. Just before Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should be seen and not heard.
Wait, what are you saying?
It wasn't one of Ranrock's loyalists who cursed Anne. It was Victor Rookwood. It was Rookwood all along.
This can't be. The night Anne was cursed, all she saw were goblins.
You see, since Feldcroft was of interest to Ranrock, it became of interest to Rookwood as well. That's why Rookwood was there the night Anne was cursed. He was working with Ranrock. When he saw Anne, well, he didn't want anyone to know.
So he cursed her. Oh, so cruel. Rookwood got what he deserved. Thank you for telling me. Anne and Sebastian deserve to know, and it should come from me. As we discussed, I spoke with Black. Sebastian's with the headmaster now, but perhaps there's a way to get word to him. When I find out, I'll send an owl.
And there we go. Congratulations, you have completed the story of Hogwarts Legacy and reached the end of your school year. With your OWL exams fast approaching, now is a good time to review your field guide, progress, explore the world, finish the remaining relations storylines, side quests, and complete the field guide as you see fit. There's 2 more side quests. I figure we're gonna get some owls coming in. That or I'm just fucking missing where 2 of these fucking quests came from. No, because that would be highlighted. We'll see if they reveal themselves. There we go.
About Sebastian. Meet me in the Undercroft as soon as you can.
Yeah, let's go figure out what the hell happened here. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna complete these 2. And Hogwarts will be completed. Dude, it was a massive undertaking, 100%. Well, quite a few were, if you remember. Well, I mean, as far as seeing the end, though. But yeah, you lasted the entire way, yes.
Thank you for coming.
Ominous, I received your owl. What's happened with Sebastian?
He's been expelled, and will soon face trial at the Ministry. Although Anne wanted to turn him in, I think now she's torn. I confess I know how she feels. As much as we all wanted Sebastian to face the consequences of his actions. It will never be the same without him. Just standing here in the Undercroft without Sebastian feels wrong.
I never thought things would end this way. I hope we did the right thing.
I hope so too.
Were you able to
No,
tell
we did the right
Sebastian
thing.
about Rookwood cursing Anne?
I was. Black let me talk to Sebastian before he left. At first he
Like
wouldn't believe it,
100%.
and he realized it all made sense. Unfortunately, his
Like, as
anger
far as
only
punishment,
grew
probably not
towards
punishment, but
goblins
like, he
and
kinda needs
dark
the wake-up
wizards.
call to be like,
Anne
hey,
was
like,
shocked too, but
yeah,
his
you might have
son
thought you were
believed
doing the
no
right
truth
thing,
about
but when
who
you
was responsible.
really look at
I
it,
think it brought us some peace.
probably not.
Glad to hear it. She deserves peace.
She does. Sebastian was my best friend. I can't imagine Hogwarts or anywhere without him. I know you two had grown close, that you were helping each other with more than just finding a cure for Anne. He never gave specifics, but I know it was important. He means a lot to us both. I hope we get the chance to tell him that one day. I know we had a bit of a rocky start, but you've proven yourself as a friend. I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
Yeah, Ominous kinda grew on us a little bit. Alright. Let's go. Get this taken care of. So yeah, let's go finish this fucking thing. Because, like, again, like, I enjoyed this game 100%. Like, it definitely, like, kind of sunk a lot of my time when it came to the puzzles. I really just wish they had, kind of fleshed out more of a few things in it. Like, I know I talk really bad about it, but it is honestly my own fault that, like,
Someone as young. Uncle Roland sends his.
I lost as much as I did when it came to playing this. But at the same time, we learned, you know. We needed this experience.
Professor Weasley, you wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since I know you were quite close with Professor Fig.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
No, it won't. But I can assure you that he would want us to press on, and that he would rest easy knowing that the future of the wizarding world is in hands like yours.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year, both inside and outside of Hogwarts. I've heard all sorts of rumors. You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a goblin, rescued hippogriffs, even helped Mr. Ollivander track down a family wand.
How did you...
It's harder to keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found such a good friend in Miss Sweeting. It's nice to see her engaging more with her classmates. There have evidently been Snidget sightings in the area lately. If the centaurs are to be believed, 2 Hogwarts students are behind it.
I wonder who those could be.
No need to discuss it further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field guide. May I see it?
Of course. What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. It seems you've nearly completed your field guide. Well done indeed. With your OWLs soon upon us, I am thrilled to see you so prepared. I will confess, I had a sense about you from that first moment you came bursting in, late, to the sorting ceremony. I am pleased to see that my instincts were correct. To think you've only been with us a year and you'll already be taking your OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
Thank you, Professor, for everything.
You are most welcome. I look forward to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
Okay, we got one more. Yeah, we're gonna walk there. Nah,
Who would have thought someone as young as me
nah,
saved
like,
my uncle's life?
like I said, I did enjoy this game. I would have enjoyed it more if my damn, PC wasn't doing so. But I think, because I was thinking about it, and, you know, I have read stuff that it's a bad port and anything, but I don't think it's preloading assets either when it very, like, easily could. Like, during the cutscenes, like it could preload that, like, a little bit at a time while you're going through stuff. And I know they don't want to, like, you know, they want to avoid loading screens as much as possible, but, like, I think there's quite a few decisions that were made that really, like, detracted from this. And, I mean, mind you, somebody with a more powerful PC, definitely, like, would probably have a better experience and everything, but, you know, as far as the story and everything, like, it is, like, a whole, like, separate thing, you know, so you can't really compare it to Harry Potter, you can't really compare it to other stuff, it's its own standalone stuff, you know, and you run the risk doing that. Somebody just took 250 damage somehow, but, no, that's what you run the risk with, when you go ahead and, you take something like Harry Potter, something that has a lot of lore, and you try to make something out of it, is like, you can make a mistake that can completely just ruin the entire thing. And I think a lot, like with the AAA stuff, especially with the live action that they're doing and everything like that with stuff, it's kind of like, I don't know, they destroyed Halo when it came to like the live action and everything, and it really... Beautiful. But yeah. They kind of ruin like the entire like continuity of something when they don't care about the actual lore. Okay, I don't, like, isn't it supposed to be funny? I like how the armor is fucked up in the background, that's pretty fucking neat.
This year, we have seen our students exemplify the bravery of Godric Gryffindor. And now to finish, the loyalty of Helga Hufflepuff. The wisdom of Rowena Ravenclaw. And the ambition of Salazar Slytherin. And so, the winner of this year's House Cup...
Excuse me, Headmaster, if I may. One particular student's heroism during the attack on Hogwarts, not to mention the level to which they have excelled in their coursework, as a new student, no less. Well,
pretty much.
That it certainly merits, I'd say, 100 points to their house. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, yes. Thank you, Professor Weasley. I suppose we have our winner.
God damn it. That outfit. Yeah, it's the only, that's why he's our best friend at the very end, is because he's the only one who didn't realize what we looked like. Our only real friend, anyway. Oh, God. And there it is. Oh, yeah. Like I said, you know, we needed, like, this kind of experience, you know, as far as everything goes, you know, like, yeah, we had some rough parts in here, like, but I mean, we were able to refine things, and I definitely think that we, you know, we learned quite a bit, like, having, like, played through this. I still had a good time. Like, I know I really kind of, like, talked down on this game. Like, it is a good game, but when you start to really, like, pick it apart, you know, that's where it gets rough. And I would say, like, yeah, when it comes to, like, the game design and everything like that, like, it's really, like, if it's an extremely quality product, like, I wouldn't have time to pick it apart. I'd be more focused on, like, what's going on around me and everything like that. And it, unfortunately, like, I love Hogwarts and everything like that, and maybe it is because, like, I played and beat it once, but I don't know, even during my first playthrough, like, all the puzzles and everything, I really wish games would stop doing that. Like, you don't need filler. Like, give me more major events. Like, give me, like, cooler things that are going on. You know, like, the Merlin trials, like, yeah, like, you know, they're a decent, like, little, like, extra, like, thing, but, like, it got too much. And I think that's where it really lies. And mind you, that's my brain too. And I know that there's like die-hard Hogwarts fans that would really like, you know, hate to hear like me talking about the game like that. But like, for what it's worth, like, you know, it is a decent game. It's something that did keep me busy and everything like that. But I just really wanted more story that like pulled me in. I wanted to be really excited for like the next thing that was going to happen. And because of all the puzzles, because of all the filler, it was just like it turned into numbers. It turned into percentages. Like, how close am I done? 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5. Like, and that's really sad. Because like seeing like the movies and everything, it was always like, man, what's Harry going to get into next, you know? And then the next one came out, and, you know, now I go back and I rewatch them because it was, like, kind of an epic adventure. To a degree, it all kind of, like, culminates into, you know, oh, hey, magical, like, solution here. Magical.
So
But
Hogwarts lives on, free of the goblin menace.
I don't know, for a standalone thing, like, it's going to be hard to top the original 100%. It's going to be hard to keep with the lore because you're using something that isn't an original, really. Like, you are still in that universe. So, like, I get it. It's definitely a challenge. And, of course, hindsight's 20/20. Like, the developers did what they could. And, I mean, with all the controversy that, you know, kind of surrounded this game and everything like that, like I said, I wish I could have enjoyed it more. But my head was in other places. I was going through a whole lot, and that's gonna happen, I think that some people do use games as kind of like an escape, and I think having played through now, it's like, okay, cool. Like, I know that this can happen, and so, like, our Let's Plays will be better in the future. For sure. It was a learning experience, and hell, it's a fucking school. It makes sense, But I am Infrit. This has been Hogwarts Legacy. If by some fucking miracle you were able to get here with me, congratulations, if things did get kind of tedious and everything like that, my apologies, but I did want to give a organic playthrough. There's still the thing with the headmaster stuff, but nah, not gonna let the ADHD fucking ruin it this time. But my name's Infrit. This was Hogwarts Legacy. Thank you for joining me in the adventure, and even though it might have been tedious and everything like that, and probably not the best thing in the damn world, I feel that we can all grow from this. And that's pretty much what it's all about, isn't it? Fucking learn, refine, move forward. Learn, refine, move forward, and keep going on that endless cycle. But I am Infrit. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Be safe out there. Love y'all.